What's up, guys? I'm back in the Crew 2 doing some touring car racing today. It's another one of the many different types of races that you can do in the Crew 2. Really cool because it kind of gives you a break from the street racing aspect, and it gives you some solid track time, as well as some really cool touring cars. In a minute, once I get this race completed, I will go through and I will show you guys some of the available touring cars. They're crazy. They're awesome. This one, wow, I'm actually racing in the snow this time, so it's very dynamic. I've raced in dry conditions, I've raced in wet conditions, but I haven't yet raced in the snow, so I'm not really sure how this is going to affect the handling. So far, nothing too crazy. Little rubbing action there. Probably gonna make this car a little more tail happy. The touring cars aren't very tail happy, which is good. The rear end will let loose a little bit if you take a curve too fast. You can kind of straighten yourself out, especially if you just give the nitrous boost a quick hit. But other than that, the touring cars handle awesome. It takes away a lot of that arcadey feel and gives it a much more realistic handling feel. They brake very well too, so you can brake coming into a curve, you can brake super late. Touring car races are pretty intense too because you are on the track and you're racing like all these other kinds of crazy cars. Like in front of me I have a Lamborghini Huracan touring car edition. Crazy looking. They all have like all kinds of crazy aero. Most of them have wide bodies, just awesome, like really cool modifications and stuff that you can't do on the other normal like street race cars. You can do some aero stuff, like they'll have like double canards and stuff. A lot of them have big wings, but not quite like this level stuff. So it's pretty crazy, and especially some of the other like touring cars aside from this AMG that I'm driving. This is actually the one that came with the pre-order edition. It was included if you had pre-ordered the game, so any of you guys that pre-ordered this, you will have this car. So, and it's a great car. It's like OP for most of these races. I say that as I'm not even in first place, but it's super easy. It is super easy to win with this car, even the races that need a little higher performance level, because I'm like 26 points above the recommended level, so it makes it super easy. Just pass him. He's gonna hit me because he's mad. And it's really easy to take a really good racing like line in this, which is kind of weird because other like track focused games, the handling is a little bit more heavy in those, so it's kind of like, I don't know, I don't really want to say difficult because with a little bit of practice you can get it down, but I don't really know how to word what I'm saying. It gives you plenty of room to take that racing line. There's not a lot of cars in the way, you know, if you're ahead of everybody. Even then there's only 8 cars on the track at one time, so it just makes it really easy to brake coming into a curve, get a good line down, and just get a good rhythm down on these tracks. The tracks are pretty short, so you can learn them pretty easily. There's not too many. It'll go to the same track multiple times for some... Ooh, I don't know what that was. Like I slid into that wall in the snow. But it'll go to the same track multiple times for different races as you level up. So, like, you'll be at Miami Raceway like a few times, so you can learn the few tracks that it has pretty well and get to know them good, figure out where your lines are that you want to take, and then where these straightaways are that you can boost ahead of people, and just easily win the race. And this race has a pretty high payout, 3,000 followers and a little over 22,000 in-game dollars, credits, whatever their title is. I always refer to them as dollars because it's what I buy stuff with, so I'm used to calling that a dollar. but dollars, credits, currency. It gives you currency. And actually I messed up there a little bit, but this game doesn't require first place or anything, so yeah, the snow actually did make it a little weird. The car is filthy, like filthy. Ooh, let's get my performance parts. I will need those for later. So yeah, now it's gonna just tell me some basic stuff about leveling up, and so I can go upgrade the performance stuff. I like how they do the performance upgrades in this game because they give you what you need to stay competitive, but not too much. So it keeps it fun and it keeps it interesting. So real quick, I want to show you guys some of the other touring cars because they are worthy of going over. So I will have to go to the Street Race headquarters. And by the way, this is how you can kind of filter cars, because if you go to the start menu and go over to the car catalog, you can't, at least I haven't figured out, I don't think there is a way because I looked for it, there's no way to like filter the cars. You just have to go look at them by brand. If you go to the HQ, Drag Race, Hypercar, no, that's not it. Oh, they're blue. Okay, Pro Racing HQ. Okay. So, if you want to kind of filter the cars by class, by which race series you can use the car for. Oh, I just unlocked Alpha GP. Ooh, that's going to be fun. That'll be something totally different because I do not have nearly enough money to buy one of those cars. But if you go over to, in the HQ, it kind of separates the different race series. So this one is like, actually I forgot what that one is like titled, Speedboat or something like that. There's the competitive plane races, Alpha GP, and touring car in this one. So if you hit A for select on the controller, you can view all of the touring cars only, and you can actually, like, say I want to go all the way over to the most expensive one, which would be the 488 GT3. Let's do a different car. Let's do like I don't even know. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's just do the Ferrari. So you can pick a color. Ferraris only come in red. So I don't have enough currency, but oh, okay. Had a brain fart there. So you just select it, hit B for back, and it'll actually replace your car with this one, and then you can X for test drive. So that's how you can test drive any car from the HQ. Really good feature if you want to see how a car does before you actually buy it. Gives you nitrous and everything. So like this 488 handles pretty well. My Mercedes seems a little faster, but my Mercedes is also upgraded, so there's going to be some discrepancy there. And then it just times your test drive. So here I have 25 seconds left to do really whatever I want. But let me just go ahead and go back. That's really all I need to see. It's an outstanding car. And then, I mean, that's how you can filter all of the cars. So there's my AMG. I guess you get that one once you get to Icon 500. And then just all the other cars, Pagani Zonda, all kinds of crazy stuff. And they all have like race liveries, race parts, race wheels, splitters, tow hooks, all the modifications you can think of. That's really cool. 8C Competizione. I love that. Skyline GTR, that looks like a really fun one. And then some stuff like this Mustang has crazy stuff that, and like you cannot just go modify a 2011 Mustang to look like this. You have to get the touring car version. So that's what I'm kind of saying when I say there's some different stuff you can get on the touring cars, and it looks really cool. So that's kind of an overview of the touring cars. I'm going to take this for a quick test drive because this thing is wacky. Handles like it's on rails, unlike most other Mustangs. I can say that because I'm Mustang Nat. But it's a little bit slow, but it is also a cheaper car. Anyway, that's the touring cars. That's a little bit about how to filter cars and test drive any car. So you do that all through the HQs for, you know, whichever discipline that you want to race with. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was informative. Leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below about what you like about the touring cars, or let me know what your favorite discipline is. Other than that, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button for more of the Crew 2 content coming soon. See you guys next time.